we're going to continue to work with mean and median. That's going to be your first assignment. And know that you can go back and watch those videos from last week that's linked to YouTube, so it's easier for you to upload them. But we're going to add to it this week mode and range. And mode and range are really simple. You're going to like mode and range. Mode is simply the number that happens the most. I always tell kids to say, mode is the number that happens the most. So your mode is the number that happens the most. Now, when you find median, you have to put your numbers in order. If you don't put your numbers in order, you're going to get a wrong answer. You don't have to put your numbers in order to find the mode, but it makes it so much easier to see it. Okay? So put your numbers in order. So if I gave you numbers like then the first thing I would want you to do is to put these numbers in order. And you need to get a piece of scrap paper out and you need to write them down and do just like I'm doing here, because you need to write down the original set like I have in red, and then where you can mark them out like I'm doing so you won't leave any out and you won't put any twice or not enough times. Try to be lazy, you're going to get wrong answers. All right, so now that you have these numbers in order, it's really easy to see what is the number that happens the most. The number that happens the most is 4. There's 2 4s, but there's only 1 2, there's only 1 3, there's only 1 6, there's only 1 7, and there's only 1 8. So your mode of this data would be 4. The number that happens the most. Well, let's play around with this data a little bit. What if, when we did it, it looked like this? Well, Miss Pendleton, there's two 3s, and there's 2 4s. What is the number that happens the most? It's 3 and 4. So mode can be more than one number. So this mode would be 3 and 4. All right, what if it did this way? What is your mode? It is the number that happens the most. It is not the number that repeats. It is the number that happens the most. So which number happens the most? The 3 happens the most. Yes, that 4 repeats, but it only repeats twice. And the 3 repeats 3 times. So the mode would be 3. What if, we're playing the what if game, what if your data looked like this? There's no number that happens the most. There's 1 2, there's 1 3, there's 1 4, there's 1 6, there's 1 7, there's 1 8. So what would be my mode? We would say there is no mode. Now don't put 0, because 0 would mean there's a 0 in your data and it happens the most. You actually have to write out no mode. So sometimes you have 1 mode. Sometimes you can have 2 modes. Then you go back to having 1. Sometimes there is no mode. So the mode is the number that happens the most. You missed hearing me try to sing, hadn't you? Now I'm trying to rap, which is even worse. Okay, so let's talk about range. Range is when you subtract the smallest number from the largest number. So again, you don't have to put your numbers in order, but oh, it makes it so much easier if you do. And we're going to get to a point where I'm going to give you a set of data, and I'm going to ask you to find the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. Well, to find the median, you're going to have to put them in order anyway. So just get in the habit of putting them in order. So write on a piece of scrap paper these numbers down. And then below it, put them in order. Now, if I ask you, what's the mode of this data? The number that happens the most. What is the mode? It is 2. Now, range. The range is when you take the biggest number, 13, and you subtract the smallest number, 2. So your range would be 11. Let's go back up here to this data. This one, let me do it in red. This one right here that I started with. If I ask you what is the range, you take the biggest number, 8. You subtract the smallest number, 2. And your range would be 6. Okay, what if I gave you, and I'm not going to put them in order already because y'all need to get in the habit of seeing me do that. Okay, so you got to put them in order first. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I asked you for the range, the biggest number, 10, subtract the smallest number, 2. I don't know why my smallest number is always 2. And that would give me 8. Now, what if I ask you for the mode? The number that happens the most. Well, no number happens the most. So we would say this has no mode. Okay, let's look at one more example. I'm not going to use 2 as the smallest number this time. Okay, so first thing you need to do is you need to put these numbers in order. So my smallest number is 7. And then 9. And 10. And another 10. And 11. And 12. And another 12. And 2 15s. Okay, if I ask you for range, range is when you take the biggest number, 15, subtract the smallest number, 8, 15 minus 7, smallest number 7, and I said 8, goodness gracious. 15 is my biggest number, 7 is my smallest number, 15 minus 7 is 8. That's my range. Now, what if I ask you for the mode? We have not had a situation like this. Remember, the mode is the number that happens the most. Well, look here. We've got 2 10s, 2 12s, and 2 15s. Can I have more than one number as my mode? I sure can. So my mode would be 10, 12, and 15. So I told you mode and range are easy. Yeah, I knew you was going to like mode and range. If you have any questions, you can message me through Google Classroom. You can email me. You can Google Hangout with me anytime you have any questions. I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Next week, you'll have the week off because it will be technically our spring break. So have a good one. Please keep safe. I know it's hard to stay away from everybody, but please try. See ya.